Before we close, I'd like to offer 2 minutes for Sam and Rasoul. You want to say something?
Today I talked with a guy named Darrell Campbell. Does anybody know Darrell Campbell? No? Well, you shouldn't, because he's a Republican from Kansas. So I was a test to see which side you guys are really on. But he had a problem. His father was unable to sign up for the Medicare prescription program because he's illiterate and missed the deadline for December 31st. He's a hardcore Republican, his father's a Democrat. And when he had a problem, you know what he did? He called the Democratic headquarters in Stanton City. The Democratic headquarters in Stanton City gave me a call and said, here's a federal issue, you take care of it. And I was very humbled by that. So I called him up and I told him what his options were. That since you missed the deadline, I asked him what his father's age was, and he wasn't right around 65. If he was 3 months before or 3 months after the age of 65, doesn't matter when the deadline is. Or if you qualify under the Medicaid program, he can also go ahead and sign up now. Then I told him that there was an appeals process, that he didn't qualify under each of those. And I told him there's an appeals process. There's a process where he can call 1-800-Medicaid, Medicare, and get himself into that appeals process and see if they can sign him up. He was very, very thankful and started going crazy about what's going on here in America today. He blamed the new fees for the registration on his trucks on the governor. So I told him I've got some friends that would beg to differ that those fees are really Republican tax increases. I educated him a little bit. I helped him out. He was extremely thankful. The reason why I tell you this story is because we're all talking about principles, philosophy, and where we stand on the issues. But the reality is we're putting that into practice. That's really what matters the most. Next week we'll be having a voter registration drive at Patrick County High School, working together with Tony Reed on that. We get 17-and-a-half-year-old voters registered to vote in the primaries that are coming up in the city council elections, right? So we're actually putting all of this into practice right here locally. That's what politics is about. We're talking about all politics being local. And that's what we need to do. Because the number one problem in America today is what? When you poll the American people, they'll tell you it's the economy, then it's Iraq, then it's healthcare. But the number one problem in America today is leadership. We've got a leadership crisis on both sides that we have to come to terms with. If we do not reform the way we bring our leaders to be, if we do not say that we can no longer have a system that elects the best fundraisers as opposed to the best leaders, then we will never solve the healthcare crisis. We will never figure out what to do with our foreign policy, and we will never, ever be able to fix the economy and to create jobs. So I encourage you, in the essence of what Delegate Ware was saying, I encourage you to really try to reach out not just to other Democrats, but to reach out to people around you, because Republicans are not the enemy. Republicans are your neighbors. We need to educate them. I'm representing the 6th district, right? I'm running for 6th district, so the Democrats are the minority in the 6th district, not the majority like we are in Roanoke City. We're going to have to reach across party lines and work together. And yesterday we learned one thing from the caucuses. We learned that America is looking for change. I'm happy to be part of that. Thank you.